In an increasingly digital world, cybersecurity is paramount. With the rapid advancement of technology, the need to protect our digital assets has never been more critical. Protecting information and systems from malicious attacks is a constant battle. Every day, new threats emerge, targeting vulnerabilities in our digital infrastructure. Ethical hackers play a crucial role in this fight. They are the unsung heroes who work behind the scenes to keep our data safe. They use their skills to identify vulnerabilities before malicious actors can exploit them. This proactive approach is essential in maintaining robust security. Ethical hacking, also known as penetration testing, involves legally attempting to breach systems. This helps organizations understand their security weaknesses. This is done to assess their security posture. By simulating attacks, ethical hackers can reveal potential entry points for real attackers. Ethical hackers employ the same tools and techniques as malicious hackers. However, their intentions are vastly different. The key difference is their ethical code and legal authorization. They operate within the boundaries of the law. They operate with permission from system owners. This ensures that their activities are both legal and beneficial. Their goal is to improve security, not to cause harm. They aim to build stronger defenses against potential threats. By identifying vulnerabilities, ethical hackers help organizations strengthen their defenses and protect sensitive data. Their work is crucial in preventing data breaches. The importance of ethical hacking continues to grow. As cyber threats become more sophisticated, the demand for skilled ethical hackers increases. As technology evolves, so do the methods of cybercriminals. Staying ahead of these threats requires constant vigilance and innovation. Ethical hackers help organizations stay ahead of these threats. They provide a critical line of defense in the ever-changing landscape of cybersecurity. They provide valuable insights into security weaknesses. These insights are instrumental in developing effective security strategies. They also recommend solutions to mitigate risks. By addressing these vulnerabilities, organizations can better protect themselves against potential attacks. TheFatRat is a powerful open-source tool used for penetration testing. It's specifically designed to create malicious Android applications. These applications act as payloads to exploit vulnerabilities. Ethical hackers use TheFatRat to simulate real-world attacks. This allows them to assess the effectiveness of security measures. TheFatRat simplifies the process of creating custom payloads. It provides a user-friendly interface with various options. Users can select from a range of exploits and payloads. They can tailor them to target specific vulnerabilities. The tool also automates the process of generating the malicious APK file. One of the key advantages of TheFatRat is its versatility. It supports a wide range of Android versions and devices. It also offers various payloads, including reverse shells, keyloggers, and spyware. This flexibility makes TheFatRat a valuable tool for ethical hackers. They can use it to simulate a variety of attack scenarios. Kali Linux is a Debian-based operating system designed for penetration testing and digital forensics. It comes pre-installed with a wide range of security tools, including TheFatRat. To get started, you need a working Kali Linux environment. This can be a virtual machine or a dedicated physical machine. Before installing TheFatRat, it's crucial to update your Kali Linux system. Open a terminal window and execute the following commands: sudo apt update, sudo apt upgrade, EY. This ensures that you have the latest software versions and security patches. It's also good practice to install any pending updates before proceeding. Once your system is up to date, you can proceed with installing TheFatRat. Having a stable and updated Kali Linux environment is essential. It ensures that the tool functions correctly and you have access to the latest features. To install TheFatRat, you need to clone the tool's repository from GitHub. Open a terminal window and execute the following command: git clone https://github.com/screetsec/TheFatRat. This will download the TheFatRat files to your current directory. Next, navigate to the TheFatRat directory, cd TheFatRat. Before running TheFatRat, you need to install the necessary dependencies. These are additional software packages that TheFatRat relies on to function correctly. TheFatRat provides a script to automate the installation process. Execute the following command: sudo /setup.sh. This script will install all the required dependencies, including Metasploit, Apache 2, and Android Studio. The installation process may take some time depending on your internet speed. Section 5. Crafting a payload using TheFatRat. With TheFatRat installed, you can now create a payload to use in your ethical hacking exercise. TheFatRat is a powerful tool that simplifies the process of generating malicious payloads, making it accessible even for those who are new to ethical hacking. Launch TheFatRat by typing its name in the terminal and pressing Enter. This will bring up the main interface of the tool. You'll be presented with a menu of options. These options allow you to create various types of payloads for different platforms. For this example, we'll create a simple Android payload that opens a reverse shell. A reverse shell is a type of shell where the target machine connects back to the attacker's machine. This means that the compromised device will connect back to your attacking machine, giving you remote access. This is useful for gaining control over the target device remotely. Navigate to the Android section in the TheFatRat's menu. This section is specifically designed for creating payloads that target Android devices. Choose the option for generating an APK with a reverse shell payload. An APK is the package file format used by the Android operating system for distribution and installation of mobile apps. You'll be asked to specify your Kali Linux machine's IP address, where the reverse shell will connect, and the port on your Kali Linux machine to listen for the incoming connection. Make sure to enter these details correctly to ensure a successful connection. Once you've configured these options, TheFatRat will generate the malicious APK file. This process may take a few moments, so be patient. This is the file you'll need to get onto the target Android device. You can transfer it via USB, email, or any other method that allows you to deliver the file to the device. Section 6. Preparing the Android device. Before attempting to install the malicious APK, you need to prepare the target Android device. This step is crucial for ethical considerations. You must have explicit permission from the device owner before proceeding. Explain that you're conducting a security test and outline the risks involved. For the APK installation to work, you need to enable installation from unknown sources on the Android device. This option is usually located in the device's security settings. Be aware that enabling this option can expose the device to risks from malicious apps downloaded from untrusted sources. It's important to emphasize that exploiting a device without the owner's permission is illegal and unethical. Always obtain written consent before conducting any penetration testing activities. Section 7. Executing the test and validating access. Once the APK is on the target device, you need to trick the user into installing it. This can be done through various methods, such as sending a convincing message or email that prompts the user to download and install the app. This is often the most challenging part of a real-world attack. Users are becoming more aware of security threats, making it harder to deceive them. Social engineering techniques are often employed to convince users to install malicious apps. These techniques exploit human psychology to gain trust and manipulate actions. For our ethical hacking exercise, you should inform the device owner of the APK's presence. Transparency is crucial in maintaining ethical standards. They should understand that they are installing a potentially harmful application for testing purposes. Clear communication helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures informed consent. With the APK installed, it should automatically execute an attempt to connect to your listening Kali Linux machine. This connection is crucial for the next steps. You should see a new session open in your terminal if the exploit is successful. This indicates that the device is now under your control. This session represents your remote access to the Android device. You can now perform various actions remotely. You can now interact with the device through the terminal. This includes navigating the file system, accessing data, and more. Remember that any actions you perform on the device could have real-world consequences. Unauthorized actions can lead to legal issues and ethical dilemmas. Exercise extreme caution and only proceed with actions that have been explicitly authorized. Always prioritize ethical considerations and respect for privacy. Section 8. Ethical considerations and legal boundaries. Ethical considerations are paramount in any penetration testing activity. Operating within legal boundaries and respecting privacy is non-negotiable. Here are some key points to remember. Always obtain written permission. Never attempt to gain unauthorized access to any system or device. Respect data sensitivity. Treat all data with the utmost confidentiality. Do not access, modify, or disclose any information without explicit authorization. Report vulnerabilities responsibly. If you discover vulnerabilities, report them to the system owner promptly and provide remediation advice. Stay informed about laws and regulations. Cybersecurity laws vary by jurisdiction. Familiarize yourself with the relevant laws in your area and ensure your actions comply with them. Remember, ethical hacking is about improving security, not exploiting vulnerabilities for personal gain. Always operate with integrity and respect for the law. Section 9. Best practices for ethical hacking. Here are some best practices to follow when conducting ethical hacking exercises. Define the scope. Clearly outline the systems, applications, and networks that are in scope for testing. Use a structured methodology. Follow a systematic approach to ensure thoroughness and consistency. Document everything. Keep detailed records of your activities, findings, and recommendations. Communicate effectively. Provide regular updates to the system owner, including progress reports and vulnerability notifications. Continuously learn and improve. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving. Stay updated with the latest threats, vulnerabilities, and mitigation techniques. By adhering to these best practices, you can ensure that your ethical hacking activities are conducted responsibly, effectively, and within legal and ethical boundaries.